What is going on, guys? It is Venom Surge here. We're back with Crazy Craft. Like I said last time, I would start up just a little bit of a base since last time we were just up on a cliffside. I did do a little bit of off-camera mining. However, we do not have many resources still, as the caves are dangerous. Now, last time you saw, we were up on this mountainside here. But after I was looking through some of the mods, we're going to need a lot more space. And so I figured if we work underground, it'll open up the area much more. Now there is one mod in particular that I do want to start looking at, and that is called the Witchery Mod. There's a lot of magic involved in this, but specifically, we have a lot of their books, including this red book here, The Observations of an Immortal. This book, from what I understand, I can become a vampire and be extremely powerful. With that power, we may be able to take down the bosses even easier. Now we still need better tools and the transmutation table. Now, when I went into our crevice that we found in the last episode, I did find 3 diamonds and 3 amethyst. Now, the amethyst makes better tools than diamond, but we need diamond for the transmutation table, so it may be a problem if we try to make the amethyst for a weapon. So we might be stuck with a amethyst pickaxe rather than a diamond pickaxe. But we'll be able to at least make the transmutation table. If I could spell right. So the hardest part is getting this glowstone. We have the diamond and redstone, and we can mine the obsidian and get stone. But for the glowstone, we're going to actually need to go to the nether. And that is what I am planning on doing for this episode. So, we're going to make ourselves a amethyst pickaxe. Yeah, 13 attack damage, 4. Now, I also went to the villages and I collected up some of the seared bricks from the Tinker's Construct mod. We'll also be looking at doing that later today as well, so we can start making some better iron tools and weapons. But first, we want to get that transmutation table going. So, that's a single lava block. However, there was quite a bit of lava in the crevice that we had found. Also, these birds I have found are really freaking annoying. I've been trying to slaughter all of them that get in my house. Now, I did do a little bit of exploring just to see our general area here. We have that meteor that we don't know what to do with yet. We have this weird tower looking thing. I also found a sand desert temple thing, but not the normal vanilla kind. I believe there is also a house, I believe it might be this one, that's not part of a village. So there's a lot of villages here that we can use for getting loot, and possibly it might help with our vampirism once we get there. I don't want to know about that. Okay, it talks, great. So this is where I got most of our iron, but I found, where was it? One of these caves actually connects up to another crevice somewhere deeper in the earth. But what we're looking for is more lava to burn. And I am getting very unlucky right now. We might try that. Now, like I said, this flying around does end up getting boring. However, from what I hear, this vampirism stuff, we can actually end up making we can turn into bats and fly around. And it uses our power to do that, rather than just infinite flight like we have right now. So we're gonna make ourselves a bucket so we can get enough lava for the transmutation table and a nether portal. We might even get more and get a enchanting table with it. I have natural generating cobblestone, I guess. That's interesting. Alright guys, I'm gonna clip ahead, and once I get enough obsidian I'll get back to you guys. Just as a quick notice, I've been flying around going to different villages and harvesting the obsidian from harvesting the lava from all these old blacksmith places, but I have found these are new generated buildings in the village along with these, but inside of these is all the Tinker's construct stuff. And so like inside of here, there's already pre-made stuff, and I found tons of obsidian stuff, which is better than diamond, and a couple iron things, as well as some unique ores and more books for us to learn. Just something I wanted to point out. I am close to the amount we need. We need about 3 more obsidian. While I'm here, I want to see what that is next. Looks like there might be a spawner inside that. I've never seen that before. Okay, I've already been at that one. Let's see what this is. Glowstone. That's what we need. What? Goldfish. It says it's friendly. Can I kill it? It drops gold. Oh, that's not gold, that's uranium. Right. Okay, we need this. So we might actually not even need to go to the nether. That's the whole point of why I got the extra obsidian. Alright. I'll meet you guys back at base. Alright, what is up guys? We're back at base here. I have this little entrance to our place with this really fancy door. I don't think I actually gave you guys a little tour fully of what this is. So all this is actually cobblestone. There's this mod called the Chisel Mod. Yeah, right here. And basically you can right click on it and you can take anything, it's like maybe even obsidian. Yeah, okay, that's kind of dark, so YouTube might not pick it up, but for like cobblestone, you got all of these different types of decorative blocks and then colored blocks as well. They also have marble oh, I didn't know I can just directly carve that. Whoops. I'm full on inventory. So yeah, just something I wanted to mention. Now, as I'm dumping everything unorganized in my unorganized chests, don't worry, this will get better. I know I don't like having fully unorganized all the time. I did find a steel chest plate, which the only difference I see is it has more durability than a normal iron chest plate. Now, one of the cool things is in those Tinker Village places, you can find pattern chests which actually have all these patterns in them. And so, off camera, I'll sort out what ones we already have. Yeah, I'll figure that out later, but I did also get enough copper for a tool forge. So now, last episode, we were trying to get a stone lumber axe made, and now we actually can. Or there. Now we can get rid of this old one, and we should go to sleep is what we should do. I have found, while the caves may not be too bad, it's not that full of mobs, the upground, the surface is filled. Now, there's these vampires here, but I don't think they're actually from the Witchery Mod, because they dropped these. Ouch, okay, that hurts. Oh. I meant to eat the steak. Did I just eat the fang? Am I a vampire now? I don't think I want to be that type of vampire. I wanted to be the witchery one. Can I just... That worked. I was not expecting that to work. Okay. I might make stairs so it's easier to climb up this. Oh yeah, we're gonna test out the new axe. So we should be able to just do this. Oh, that's so nice. I wonder if it works on something fancy like this. That's amazing. I'm gonna have so much wood now. I'm gonna be rich. Y'all are gonna have to come to me if you want money. 'Cause I have wood for days now. I'm gonna be the richest man on the earth. $44 logs, and I mined it like it was only one. Alright, let's get that transmutation table made. First, we need the Philosopher's Stone. We were really lucky to find whatever that glass thing was. What? Press C to open crafting grid? Is this a... Whoa. What? Wait, is it... Can I actually... What is this? I've never seen that before. They're kind of like floating. Does it like use it up? Ender transmitter. I don't know what all this does. If this crafts, that's going to be really cool. Give me it. No, I want it. What? What just happened? Did it not accept my thing? Now I only have 2. What? Oh, I meant to put cobble in there. What's a circuit? What is this? Wait, you can make redstone and gates? An RLS NOR latch? Seriously? They have... Okay, probably a lot of people don't know what that is, but I'm like somewhat okay with redstone. Just trying to burn all the other random wood blocks I got. I guess we're gonna craft it the old-fashioned way. I don't know what that was, but that's cool. If we can actually use that to build something. I just need to figure out how it works. Okay guys, this is what we've been waiting for. So this is the transmutation table. Now for those who haven't seen it, EMC, I don't know what it stands for, but that's our currency. If you notice, this osmium ingot, a single osmium ingot has 512, but then it can tell you how much this stack has. Not 64 stack, just what this stack has. Some tools from different mods won't have it, but even like the iron sword, everything pretty much has an EMC. The cool thing is, I'm gonna put 24 in. That's all of our osmium. We don't got any more besides these 4 raw ones. I'm gonna put all of them in there. Got 12,000 total now, and it's learned it up in here. Now, if you want it to learn it but not take your stuff, so like if I want to keep my sword, I can put it on the left side. This is the vendor. This is just how you tell it to learn your items. So now it's learned my sword. I can take it back out and it'll remember it forever. I'm going to put my obsidian in there. I'm just going to start dumping everything in there. And then you guys will see the cool part. Now, like I said, some things like that, or the uranium, don't have an EMC. So this won't work for it. So you can just dump your whole inventory. That's almost all of our loot. Even this stuff has an EMC. We're going to throw that in there. Does this? Yes, this does too. So we're throwing that in there. So remember, we can look up whatever we want. But let's go back to that osmium. We had 24. There's a stack now. How many stacks do you want? As much as you can afford. And you can put it right back in. Back to the same amount. And you can right click to delete whatever is in there. So because of that, we now have technically unlimited. So we only had 3 diamonds at first. Now we have 19. Or the pulsating iron. Now we can have stacks. So we're going to use that to help our mods get through. Now even these books, these can go in. Now some things, For some reason this has an EMC, but these don't. So off camera, I'll just put everything in real quick and I'll see you in a second. Alright guys, we're back. I just dumped pretty much everything in our chests off. So now we're almost completely empty on chests. Still kept one of every book. Some of these have EMCs, but most of them don't. But the important thing is now we can make a full forge, because originally we didn't have access to all of that, but now we can start making grout. And actually, I don't think I showed you guys this. So most of these, not most, all of these I took from the villages. Now I was reading through some of the books that I just put in here, and you would combine clay, sand, and gravel together to get grout. Now it makes a funny little pun, I am grout. You would then cook this grout. You would get a seared brick. Then you can take your book here, and it tells you, if you read through it, tells you everything you can make and how this all works. But you can start making your forge, and that is what we are going to be doing. So the controller is the main interface. We need a smeltery drain. This is where all the liquid molten metal is going to be pouring out. Now the seared tank, I don't think we have any glass yet. I can show you guys here. So this is the brain. The smeltery drain here. This is the input. This is the output. You want the small on the outside of the forge. We can then take, what's this stuff called? Maybe, yeah, so you got a basin and a casting table. Those were two things that you can get from the villages. We're gonna take some glass and get a seared tank. Now the seared tank you want to have access to. This is a very important thing. This is where you put your fuel. Make sure I'm not forgetting anything else. Okay, now you can make decorative glass like this. So we're going to be making that. Just going to grab a stack of glass to make it easier on us. So we'll put one there. We'll make, actually, let's just make a lot of it. Okay, so we can see through this. This is decorative, but it counts as those bricks, but we can just see through it instead, which is a lot nicer. The next thing we're going to be making, oh, by the way, this crafting station right here, if you make your normal crafting table, let me just show you. There's pros and cons, that was English. Make your crafting table. This is your standard crafting table. You can put glass in it, back out, and it instantly drops. But if you take your crafting table, just put it straight in, you get a crafting station, which is this. If I put something in there, back out, it stays in there. Makes it a lot easier for crafting things. Seared Faucet. You attach this to the end of your smeltery drain here. Now we need a couple more bricks. When this lights up, that means you're good. You have your forges working. Now, it doesn't need to be this tall. It could just be at this one level. But you still need a full 3x3 of bricks. I lie. Everything I just told you is lies. This is not a 3x3. That's a 3x3. My blocks are supposed to go here. I was one too close. But if you notice, these don't need to be seared bricks. So, we're going to repeat what we just went through. See, this is already working. You can have a forge right here. We're going to get our smeltery drain and block it off. So now, because we have full walls, it can actually go up to this tall. We're going to do this. We put a casting table or a casting basin. The basin can do a full block of ore when you melt it down. Now what we're going to do, as an example, we're going to use tin. In the smeltery, you throw your ore in. Now we can't see it right now because we don't have any fuel. So what we're going to do, we want a plain bucket to be learned. Put that back. Now we're going to the nether. And we're gonna stick our portal. This looks like a nice spot. And because we can have unlimited, we're gonna make it a nice and big portal. Alright, now the cool part is, just like the water bucket and normal bucket, we can learn lava buckets. Okay, this place is green apparently. I don't understand why, but that's nice. And there's ores. Nether redstone. Interesting. Let's grab some quartz while we're here. Some sulfur, why not? Why does it sound like a kaboom? Oh. Apparently it does go boom. Ardite. So this is Tinker's Construct. This is some of the best stuff in the game. You combine it with mithril, what? You combine the Ardite with cobalt, I believe. And hopefully it has an EMC. Raw things will never have an EMC. We gotta cook it down first. So we don't know just yet. So we're gonna look around just a little bit. If I don't find one soon, I might just skip ahead until I do. Oh, there's one. And I can actually mine it with this pickaxe too. So this pickaxe is already the best level. Okay. So we got that. Let's grab a bucket of lava. That's what we really came here for. So now, when we learn the bucket of lava, we can actually have unlimited of them. And that's what the forges use as a fuel source. You gotta shove, I think it's like 4 or 5 lava buckets to fully fuel up one of those seared tanks. I did not miss the birds. Why is this? Alright, I'll be back, guys. Alright, guys, we're back. I don't know what happened to my lava bucket. Must have glitched midway transport or something. But now, we can get a lot of lava buckets and start filling this thing up. And if you notice now, the tin is in there. Inside here, you can see the heat bar. And then here is how full the inside of the smelter is, and this is our fuel. Now we have molten tin. And it tells you how many ingots. Now if you noticed, we only had 4. This has 8. It doubles. Now one thing, I believe it is in this book, we have alloys. So some materials that are so far apart, you might be able to mix together, like iron and obsidian, and you'll see iron and then obsidian on top. But some things, which I believe tin is part of, I must have missed it somewhere. Copper and tin. 3 copper, 1 tin. So we're going to take some copper. Now this is already cooked. We got 8 ingots in there. We're going to put in 24 copper. You shift click it, it automatically goes all singled out, and you can see whoops. So now when all these heat up, rather than having a layer of tin and then a layer of copper, what should end up happening is these two fuse together. Since it's 8 ingots, 24 of these, that's 3 to 1. We'll start getting bronze. And look at that. Now we have 32 ingots of bronze. So now we have a couple options. One, we can put that there. Now you right click on this and it starts pouring. Now the annoying thing is, if you don't have enough, so this is a full block, if you only had 8 ingots in here, it doesn't completely fill, and there's no way to get it back. You have to keep filling until it makes a full block like this. Once it cools, you can just take it right back out. So what I'm gonna do, first we learn the block, then we learn the ingot. Now in here, I believe it's brass or bronze. Let's see here. Oh. Aluminum brass. Aluminum and copper. Now what I'm wondering is what happens with quartz. Nothing. Sulfur. Nothing. Ardite. So that gets cooked. Apparently very slowly. Maybe we gotta cook these. So we're gonna keep pouring out all this brass, or this bronze, I mean. So you can see here, we got our bronze, they're roughly the same color, but then we have ardite right on top of it. Now if you click, with left click, whatever's on the bottom is what's being poured out. I believe. Let's see if I'm wrong. I was wrong. Wait, no, I was right. I'm getting confused. So I just did something bad. So this is what I'm talking about. This is only partially filled. Now at this point, if I break it, all of our ardite's gone. And there's no real way to get it back out. The only other option is to get more ardite and pour it in. Now at the same time, we don't have any other source of getting an ingot, so that's kind of wasted. Don't do as I say. Or do as I say, don't do as I do. Don't do what I say either. That's usually not good either. So, do we have aluminum learned? I'm not even sure if I'm spelling it right. I don't even know if we've gotten aluminum before. Let me go grab some real quick. Alright guys, we're back. It took me a while to find some. I had to fly around in a cave for quite a while. So what we're going to do is not what I did with the ardite where I completely wasted it all. What we're going to do is learn aluminum. We are also going to need that black book again, probably, because it should have the alloy. 3 aluminum, 1 copper. So we're going to throw those in there, let them cook up. We'll also see, okay, so looks like the cobalt has to be smelted in here along with the ardite. So we want to get this, the ingot cast. Basically, all of these are wooden patterns. That's how we would make our easy stone and flint things. But when you get more complex, this should actually be over here now. When you get more complex, you can't just have wooden things with molten metal. So that's where we start making aluminum brass castings. So what we'll do, let's say if you wanted a shovel head cast, you would take a stone shovel head. So you would just choose your shovel head here. Get your stone shovel head. You melt up your aluminum brass. Now in this case, I'll show you in a second how we make these, but it's the same process. For the ingot, we need a normal brick, however. So now, we place, right-clicking, you place the brick on the casting table. Where we want to smelt the aluminum brass, pour it onto the table. We could take the brick out, that can be deleted now. And now we have an ingot casting. So now, we can take our bronze, we only had 5 ingots. Now we can just do individual ingots and not waste any like we did with that ardite. The other cool thing though is we can take our molten aluminum brass and make more ingots out of that through the transmutation table. Like this. We just learned it, so we can literally just pour a stack of it back into it, or however full it can get. And now, usually we would use a pattern chest. So remember, we had our stone shovel head that we made from this to here, and we got our stone shovel head. Now what we're going to do is we place the stone shovel head on the casting table. We're pulling molten aluminum brass on this. You can now get rid of your stone shovel head. You don't need that anymore. Now you have a casing for your shovel head. So now we can take iron And in here it should say 1 material cost, so we don't even need that many. We only need 1 ingot. While that goes, let's look at this vampire book. A doomed scholar's account of discourse with the dead. To save you all the pain, basically, you guys can pause the video and read each page if you'd like. I'll give you some time with each video, or each page, I mean. Now, on this picture, we're going to be doing this ritual. So, the issue is we need a skeleton skull. Currently, I do not have one. Now, this is redstone, string, and then the torch is here. Now, as he says here, we need to butcher a chicken with a bowline and holding a glass goblet. So to do that, iron, bone, and emerald. We should have some bones. If not, I can go, yeah, we do. The emerald, however, we do not have. Now that is another thing. Emerald gear does exist. There's multiple mods with emerald stuff. Now, what's weird is, like, this sword does 10 damage from ore spawn. This sword does 7.5. So we don't want this mod, we want the other one, but there's no real way to choose what we're crafting. But now we have these two. We want to pour the iron, it's the one on the bottom. We left clicked on it and went to the bottom. Now we can pour the molten iron into here. Now we have our iron shovel head, just like that. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it here. It's been a long video. I'm gonna continue making more Tinker's Construct equipment, and I'll catch you guys up with what I've done. I'm also gonna start working towards getting that vampirism ritual thing started, and I will see you guys next time.